nature, but it also has a local color to it. So at a secondary level, I use my pen as a form of resistance to give a voice to the struggle, to what goes on there, how magically people survive under this oppressive regime. And you know what's amazing? The humanity that stays intact within that country. So I wanted to give it a voice.
Well, much is made in the media today, and I think it's the opinions that necessarily we want to see. It's not necessarily always honest.
Exactly.
To see and to be able to express the resistance that the women are doing there.
Yeah.
What is it that we're not getting? What is it that the message is not being received to us?
The fact that, say for example, there is no actually real good and evil, like nobody is absolutely good, nobody is absolutely evil. So how that the rules are terrible, I don't doubt it, but it doesn't mean that all the Iranian men take advantage of that.
Yeah.
The point is that it's there for them if they want to use it, but that doesn't happen all the time. The fact that for Iranian women it's not just part of the life, that they're dealing with it, and that feminism is going on in Iran. It's underground, it's severely suppressed. You have heard about Nasrin Sotoudeh, the feminist lawyer who is in jail now, and all of the struggle that is going on there. And the book puts a human face to what goes on there. So to just hear about something as opposed to feel it. So I think this book can be really insightful and to give you all the details, all the human details that you would know in order to be able to relate to these people. Because really, we're not aliens, we're human beings very much like you. So maybe when a Westerner reads this book, or people from any other part of the world, would ask themselves, what would I do if I were happened to be born in that part of the country?
And do the Iranian women talk about this? Is this something they are able to sort of talk about and communicate?
We do talk about it in our gatherings, but you know that you can't go to the streets and protest to it. I mean, there are demonstrations, but people are taken to jails. So this fight is going on underground and also sometimes, you know, indirectly, subtly. But there is a huge censorship going on over there. Yeah. So,
I want to ask you about two things. I want to ask you about exile.
Yeah.
Because much is made about the word, and for someone who's actually in it.
Exile.
Tell me about exile.
Being in exile means being nostalgic all the time. It means missing all the people that you love and love you. Being in exile means living here physically in some other part of the world, but your soul and your thought is with another part of the world. It's like being torn between two different worlds, I can say.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, I just want to ask you because, I mean, with exile, and in the title Echoes, I mean, is it sort of the idea that while you're here, you hear echoes of what's actually happening, but you can't even confirm if that's the truth?
These are echoes, but I can't confirm if these are the truth because I'm connected, you know, I have ways of knowing what goes on in the country that maybe other people don't. Yeah. It might be through some amateur footages on the YouTube or through talking with my family and relatives because talking isn't forbidden so far. Although we know that the phone conversations are controlled. Yeah. Wow. So yeah, I get to know what goes on in there.
And you've only been in Canada for 4 years.
For 4 years.
So was that move and immigrating to Canada, was that a positive step for you? How has your life changed?
In the sense that I could get the book published and it would never be published in Iran. Yes, that helped me a lot. And when it is written in English, I'm giving it an international voice to what goes on. So yeah, in that sense it helped me, but...
And a lot of Canadian women, they still write in Iranian, correct?
In Farsi, that's true. Well, because of the language barrier, you know. For me, writing in my third language, because I didn't learn it as a kid, and because I wasn't in the English-speaking environment, it's like climbing the hills with crutches. It's painful, it's difficult, it's slow, but it's still possible because I still want to climb that hill.
Yeah. Really quickly, as an artist who knows that if she was still at home, this book would never have seen the opportunity to sort of get virally spread. Is it nice to be able to express yourself in Canada and have this ability?
100%, yeah. No doubt about it.
Must be that even more special to you.
Yeah, I love Canada. I really appreciate Canada. I have been given a lot of opportunities in this country.
And Ava, you have an upcoming speaking engagement, don't you?
I do in Northern Public Library, June 1 and June 15 from 2 to 3 p.m. People can go to my website for all of my upcoming events, reviews, excerpts, everything.
Oh, that's great. So
what's the best place to go to?
30 seconds, okay.
You have one more question?
I have one more question, but I'll ask her out there. I'll catch people up later.
Don't forget, everybody, you can go to the website avahoma.com, and I think we're going to give away a copy of this out, right?
Signed copy.
Thanks, Ava. So we're going to get you to sign this in the break. Don't forget, at the end of the show, we'll be giving away this copy of Echoes from the Other Land. We'll be right back with lots more.